What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Gonna finish up eating these. I think this is the first time I've ever started a live stream right on time. In fact, I think I was like a little early, but excited. We're going to talk all things Kindle related, all things publishing related, keywords, niches, books. We're going to hold nothing back. I want this to be the most valuable live stream on Kindle publishing ever. So we're gonna shoot this, for a little bit as people start jumping on here. If you're watching the replay, I'll timestamp it in the description of when we actually start talking, so you don't have to just see me just talking to myself like what I'm doing right now as we're waiting for people to jump on here. Hook you guys up like that. If you are watching the replay, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, and comment. Let me know where you're at. I see Susan just joined us, brand new member to the Blueprint. Welcome, Susan. Excited you're here. Okay, it still says 0 people are watching, but obviously people are watching. So let me see what's going on with my counter here. Oh, okay, there we go. Now everything's updated. So who else is around here? Who else is around? Say what's up in the chat. In fact, I'm going to share this on Facebook. Where's my phone? All right, I'm just going to do some share, bro. No. All right, people are, hey, Digital eBooks, how you doing? I don't think I've ever seen you around here, Digital eBooks. It's great to see some new faces. Well, I can't really see your new faces. I guess great to see some new, what do you call those little icons? All right, I'm just going to post that we're live so everyone on Facebook knows what's going on. Live. Jacob, man, you don't have to give me money. Look at that. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, buddy. Hey, go ahead and promote that we are live, throughout Facebook, Jacob, if you could. Live Q&A right now on YouTube. Publishing Q&A right now on YouTube. All right, let's share that. Yes, we'll do all of that. Public. Jesus, man. Cool. So Digital eBooks, you're a silent fan. It's all good. It's all good. You've just been creeping in the background, huh? But it's all good. Who else is around here? Those of you who, if you have like a Kindle following, or if you have whatever, feel free to share this. I greatly appreciate that. And, like I said, I want this to be one of the best live streams ever. I got people have been emailing me questions, so I'm going to cover those first. And then, if you have questions that you want to know, we'll talk like how to get started, beginner stuff, advanced stuff, whatever stuff. Just go crazy in the chat. Those of you watching the replay on this, just go ahead and you can comment on the video if you're watching the replay, and I'll get back to you, and we'll make sure your questions are answered. But you want to probably make sure you got your notifications turned on and your bell icon lit up, so you don't ever miss a live stream ever again. All right. What I'll do is I'll start getting into some of the questions, and yeah. So let's see here. All right. Okay. Where's my emails? Excited for New Year's 2018. Total sidetrack. Gonna be doing some major goal setting stuff over the first couple weeks of the new year. I know for sure I'll do a live stream I'll do a live stream goal setting. I don't know if it'll be a workshop, but it'll just be like helping people set their goals. And what I'm trying to figure out right now is setting the goals is easy, but how to keep people on track for the 12 months of the year. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can do that, how I can best help everyone stay on track for their goals. So trying to come up with a way. But some goal setting stuff will be coming. All right. So first emailed question in. Okay. I'm starting a YouTube channel on January 1st in the natural healing niche. I'll be sending viewers to a lead capture and an offer. How many subscribers on YouTube and email would I need in order to enter the natural healing niche on Amazon? I've sent it from Kevin. Kevin, a lot. You're getting into one of the most competitive, dog eat dog niches in the world. So a lot. There's no number, just a lot. Make sure before, I don't know your background, but one, make sure this is something you really enjoy doing. Make sure it's something you already know some stuff about. Because it's dog eat dog in that type of niche. That's a super, super hot topic right now. It has been for years. It could, I wonder if that's if the health niche is the number one money making niche, or if it's how to make money is the number one money making niche. I wonder which one actually is top. I'm thinking health, right? I'm thinking health for one main reason, right? Because women are more into health than men, and women spend more. So, right, if you want to make money, who do you sell to? Women and rich men. Those are the two people. You're going into the health niche, it's you're going to be targeting women. I'd assume, but yeah, man, you just need a ton of subscribers. Get in there and build it. But cool. All right, let's go to the next question. All right. Okay, so somebody emails in. Okay, what's the best way to find keywords for fiction books? The exact same way you would find keywords for nonfiction books, right? So, let me just go in more detail here. Keywords for fiction books. What would I do? So somebody who knows nothing, I've done one little fiction series in my entire publishing career. What would I do where the money is. It's in romance fiction. If I knew nothing about fiction, here's what I would do. I'd join a fiction Facebook group, see what people are talking about. But I already know the money's going to be in the romance niche. Okay? Now, if I know that the money's in the romance niche, what does that also tell me? It's going to be really competitive. But I'd probably start there. So I'd go on Amazon. Because I know nothing about fiction, I'd go on Amazon and I would go against what I normally tell people. I'd go to the bestsellers lists and I'd start reading what are all what are all of the fiction niches out there? What are all the categories? And I'd start narrowing it down. I'd do some heavy research on that. Start narrowing it down. And I would see, okay, what categories have, what are the top? Probably look at, okay. You know what I do? Okay, go to categories. I look at the top 100 book, number 100, and I'd write down what's the BSR for the number 100 in as many categories as possible. Maybe Kindle Spy does this for you. Who knows? Or KDP Rocket. It seems like it's going to be a lot of work, so I'm thinking one of those softwares might actually do this for you. So whatever the 100th book is, right? Because the categories do the top 100. So I just picked the number 100. I look at what the BSR is. Okay, and then I kind of base it off that, because then the BSRs, if they're going to be super lower, obviously there's more money in them. it's going to be very competitive, right? Of course. So I'd kind of go off that and start my research with that. That's what I would do. So, all right. I see your questions in the live chat. That's awesome. I'm gonna get to those. Just want to do a couple more of these emails here first. Okay. All right. Jack, just joined your course. Really excited. So am I, man. I think you joined today, actually, if I remember correctly. Okay, your question is, right now I'm coming back after taking a break. I published a book with one of my best keywords from the past experience, but for some reason, right after the free promo, that was a good question, right after the free promo, it got pushed back to the second page and later to the third page of Amazon. Do you know why that could have happened? Is there any chance that could happen due to some bad practices of a VA? The second, also, this is the second book with the same keyword under the same name, so maybe it had that effect. All right. Great question, Jack. I'd say yes. It could have been, okay, so the VA, when you were swapping reviews, right, maybe they weren't actually using the keyword to swap. One, did you only do free reviews? Did you not swap any paid reviews, like 99-cent reviews? Because if you're only swapping free reviews, your book's not going to rank as strongly as when you're doing 99-cent reviews. Okay, 99-cent reviews hold a little bit more weight as of, if God forbid you do $2.99 reviews. I've never done those, but they even hold more weight, right? Because they make Amazon more money, so they're going to reward it more. So if you didn't do any of those, then yeah, after the free promo's done, it's probably going to get pushed back. You could also be in just a niche where it's just super competitive, and maybe you didn't rank your book strong enough, right? Maybe you only did 10 swaps, and you actually need 20. Or like we said, it could be bad VA. But second book with the same keyword under the same pen name, so maybe that had an effect. I don't think that would do. For my major pen name, I use 2 keywords, and I have I don't know how many books, 10 books-ish, and I only use 2 keywords. So I don't know. Jack, hopefully that answers your question. If not, let's continue this question inside the Facebook group. All right, let me go check out the chat, see what's going on. Hey, and I'm gonna plug this like crazy. My self-publishing blueprint is on sale right now. We are doing our year-end sale. You can get it. The link's in the description. Okay, you get it today. You get it before January 1st. You get a month of free coaching. Group coaching is called our Self-Publishing Accelerator program. And you're going to get access to the previous webinars that we have up already, plus the January webinars that we're going to have coming up. But more importantly than this, you get email access to me. Why is that important? Why? You can literally send me your books, your keywords, your VAs. I can work with you through email. If you want Skype stuff, that has to be on the one-on-one coaching. But I can literally hold your hand to ensure that you don't screw this up, to ensure you're as profitable as quickly as possible with your Kindle publishing business. And you get a free month of that when you sign up for my self-publishing blueprint. Lots of people have been signing up. It's awesome, of course. I know quite a few of you members are on there inside the group. But yeah, cool. Let's keep going. Susan, all right, brand new member to the group, to the course. Should I buy Microsoft Word or is Open Office okay for writing my book? I would like to try formatting myself. What's Open Office? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Okay, Jacob answered. Open Office is fine as long as it converts to PDF with no issues. Perfect. I'm a Mac guy. So my solution would be just buy a Mac. But, I'm sure Open Office is fine. It's really you. But then on ebooks, you can't upload a PDF to an ebook, though. Unless that's changed. But as far as I know, you can't. It's Google's free suite for Office applications. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna say just download a free version of Microsoft Word. Like, I'm not gonna say, but I don't know how much it costs or whatnot. But yeah, so hopefully that helps, Susan. But when you're brand new, my take is avoid spending money. The only money you should be spending is on your book. Everything else you don't have to spend. So if there's you'd probably just use Google Docs, right? Like, it sounds like you got a free option right there. I'd go with that. I wouldn't buy a new program. I don't think you need it. Miss PBC. Hi, Em. How do you think, or what do you think about publishing books on other languages? I know the demand is lower, but the competition should be lower, right, as well. You're absolutely right, 100%. Here's my take on it. I would first do it the way that, like, everybody really teaches, right? Do the U.S. market, use English. Do there, start making a bit of money, because what you're going to do is you're going to learn the process and you're going to learn how to do it the best way. And then once you've published like 8, 9, 10 books, take a couple and start converting them into another language. And you start publishing and targeting like the French or the German or the Brazilian store or whatever. So that's what I would do first. I wouldn't start publishing in another language, because you already have an uphill battle due to the fact that you don't know what you're doing, essentially. Don't make it any harder than it needs to be. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Blackback X, something like that. Hey, Mecca. I would like to know how I can rank my book and have it appear on page 1 for a specific keyword. My book starts appearing on page 10, for example. I want to make sure that I get 4 sales each day for a week. Nevertheless, I only get to page 3 or 5 after this one. Keyword is title, and all sales happen by searching for the keyword. Do I need more sales? The basic answer is yes, right? In order to rank your book, it happens one of 2 ways or just one way. Sales, right? Somebody has to type your book in to Amazon, buy the keyword, right? Or a phrase of the keyword, and purchase your book. That's it. That's how your book's going to rank, right? So brand new book, your chances are you're just going to use the V8 to help rank the book, do a couple swaps for you to get the book off the ground. 10 to 20 is usually good for most niches. You used to have to do quite a bit more, but Amazon's not. They're not weighing reviews as much as heavy anymore in terms of ranking your book. They're really starting to look for more legit white hat methods, so to speak, on how to rank your book. So 10 to 20 reviews, swaps, whatever you want to call them, should be sufficient when you got a brand new book. Just rereading the question here to make sure. My book starts appearing on page 10, for example. And remember, okay, so once you've done your first thing, right, like, don't be concerned where your book is for 4 weeks, because you're going to rank it, you're going to publish, right? Say January 1st we publish, and then, we're going to do swaps. Let's say they all happen within a week and a half-ish, 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I give it another like 1 to 2 weeks for the book to kind of fall into place. So when people are like, "Oh my God, I'm done my free promo, or I've done this," and it's been like 3 days, and your book's like on page 3, well, chill. It takes time for Amazon to figure it out and find out where its final place is going to be. Right? I've had lots of books, they start off slow, and then like 4 weeks later, it's like, boom, sales just start skyrocketing because it's all just starting to fall into place. So don't be too concerned with where your book is right away. Yeah. Okay. Let's just say keyword title. Okay. It would be worth checking. It'll see. Okay. Hello from the Czech Republic. Hello from Mexico. Okay, Mac is spot on. Number 1 influence to get your book ranked is actual sales followed by keyword relevancy and reviews about your app. Yeah, cool. All right, another question. What's your budget when you first started, or did you start with zero cost? No. Okay, so this is a great question. I was actually going to do an updated video on this. So what are your Kindle publishing startup costs? I wonder, am I being timed? Oh, I'm going to try to make time notes for people. So startup cost. Cost 20 minutes. All right. Okay, so my budget when I started, I had $300 saved. $300 was saved. I've been saving that for months and months and months. Just like taking like 10% of every paycheck and not buying juice at grocery stores and eating tuna fish and all of that stuff. None of the fun stuff. And I had $300 saved, and that was my budget. I believe $200 on a book. That was crap. Hasn't done well at all. And, you know, but I got into Kindle publishing to make money and to leave my job. That's it. I did not want to waste my time writing books. So it depends on what your budget is, and what your purpose is. Like if you're getting into it because you want to write your books and you're an author, and fantastic, then you should write your books and take that time, and then you'll go through all the methods and everything that we teach inside my self-publishing blueprint. But if you're not, if you're looking at using Kindle publishing as a platform to create some passive income for yourself and to leave your 9-to-5 or whatever the case is, then you know, I would not sit down and write books unless you have to because you don't have any other funds. I'd say sell some shit and get some other funds together. But so yeah, so my budget, it was $300. That's all I had to spend, and I spent probably $220 or so on a book, and I did some waste of money marketing on it that didn't work, and you know, so yeah. But if you check out it's the fall 2016 or 2016 fall income and goal report. It's the very, very first one I ever did back in January. That goes through my first 4 or 5 months of exactly what I spent, how much money was coming in, and everything. And you see it was like negative, like plus a little bit, and then like $2,000. So you'll see exactly step by step, month by month, exactly my you know, how I got started with publishing money wise and all of that. Okay, great question from Digital eBooks. I wonder if that's your real name. How do you handle the wave of review removal from Amazon time to time? I don't worry about it. I just publish more books. Just publish more books. Don't worry about it. It happens. Start building your email list. Stop relying on review swaps. Start building your email list so this doesn't happen anymore, right? What we teach inside the blueprint. Your first books, you're going to use review swaps. It's just, you're going to do it, right? Unless you want, like, nobody's really come out with, like, Nonfiction hasn't come out with a proper way of getting a book off the ground. I've been experimenting with stuff, but got sidetracked and everything. So we'll see what 2018 brings. But you're going to bring your first couple books, you're going to review swaps. Okay? You should never review swap the same book twice. That's just bad practice. And you know, if you're going to get into a niche, you're going to get into it. You're going to build your keyword stack, your keyword pyramid, depending on who you're listening to. You're going to build it. So you're going to know exactly what books you're publishing, in what niche you're publishing in, right? So your first like 3, 4, 5 books, bottom level, your first 3, 4 maybe, you're going to just swap for to get momentum going, right? You're going to have a kick-ass lead magnet, kick-ass landing page, and you're going to start collecting mad emails. You're going to go heavy aggressive on that. You're going to be sending your clients, your readers, value-based stuff around your whole niche. Okay? So they're like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Hell, you might just send them another book. Whatever. You're going to make them love you, right? What's email marketing? It's relationship building. So you're going to send them some stuff. And then all your other books, you should, if you've done this correctly, you should start emailing them out to the list, right? You also have your advanced review team that's going to review the book for you. And then that's how you start building momentum, and you start building more of an authority on Amazon, so you don't have to use review swaps anymore. Then you don't worry about Amazon removing reviews, because they don't. So that's really the strategy. And 100%, man, it takes more work, more effort, way more to do that, tons more. So it all depends on what you're looking for, right? Hey, and I'll admit, if you just want to make a quick buck, and you're going to be like, you don't care if your books are making you money in a year, and you just want to make a quick buck right now, go review swap your head off. All right, review swap your head off, make your quick cash, and take a hike. If that's all you want to do, do it, man. Like, do what you got to do to make money. But my Kindle books, I just want them to pay for my Porsche. I want them to pay for the lease. I don't want to have to think about them. I want it all automated. I want it all passive. So I can't review swap, because Amazon will shut me down, and then somebody will take the car away. That's my mindset behind it. I haven't review swapped for niche. Like last year, the book's now over a year old. 51 reviews, 3.6, or is that a 4.2? I can't remember the star rating. It's, say, around 4 stars. Probably, maybe just under 3. 3.7 was the star rating. Not one single review swap. Book's over a year old. Is it going to be M4? Not the M4, man. 30. Got to be the M5 or 911. Look, the 911 is almost double the cost of the M5. So I'm not like, why can't you have both? The 911 is like the ultimate car. Me and the wife, we're starting to look at, okay, what's the next car going to be? But it won't be either of those, because, you know, when we have another baby, we're going to need a little extra space. So it'll be an SUV, but it has to be something nice, because it needs to help grow the channel. So it can't be anything like, can't be freaking Suburban, because nobody's going to be like, oh, wow, that guy's cool. So I've convinced the wife enough that cars do help your channel grow. But, so, hello to Mexico. So, hopefully, digital ebooks, that kind of answers your question. Kind of went off a tangent there, but that Lexus RX, good God almighty. My brother has one. I'm not a Lexus fan, man, at all. Yeah, I'm not a Lexus fan at all. All right, what are some more questions? I'm going to check some social media stuff, see what other questions have been popping up here. Whoa, cool. All right. Blow up the comment box. Let's see what other questions you got going on here. All right. Let me check the emails here. Hey, Craypool. How you doing? All right. So what would you guys say is the number one most what would you call it? The biggest struggle most Kindle publishers have? Jacob asks, how's the holiday season? Honestly, I don't look at, I think my CreateSpace account was like 1,1700 or so in just the US stuff, but I don't check it too much. I have no idea what the KDP account is. I have no idea, man. No idea. Looking into getting the E-Class Coupe ebooks. Can pay for it already. Yeah. If they can pay for it already, don't do it, because you should have the cash in hand and just use, like, you know, it's like you should have the cash in hand to be able to pay for it, no problem. But you let your other money pay for it, if that makes sense. All right, Green Guardian asks, do you still use Fiverr for your ebooks covers? No, I don't. I use freelancers for that I find on Upwork. I've been working with my designer since March. This is maybe March or so. Found him on Upwork, interviewed him. I've had to almost fire him once, I think, because his communication is slacking. And he apologized, stepped it up. No, I use a freelancer. I pay right now. Okay, I pay $10 for a cover for paperback, and I was doing $5 for ebook, so $15 it would be done. And he built it from scratch for me. Okay, but now because we're stepping it up a little bit for this another niche I'm going to go into in January, we're going to do, I think it's $25 for the first book, because he's going to find he's going to set up the first one, and then $20 for every other book afterwards. And the reason why the first one's higher is because the first one's going to set the standard for the brand, and then once he has that template made, he just has to kind of just switch out the keywords or switch out the subtitle, and play around with some things. But we're stepping it up because he knows he's like specific. I'm like, don't send me anything that remotely looks like something done on Fiverr. And that's how my books stand out, because the last thing you want is your book looking like everyone else's, right? Okay, question. How do you advertise paperback and audiobooks? Look, you can actually do swaps for audiobooks on Audible. I've done that myself, but when you set up an account, you get 25 free things. So you can find VAs that will actually do that for you. And I've heard it helps. Paperback, there was a way, I can't remember what it was called. I tried to do it. It's kind of through one of the Amazon FBA, that side of Amazon, where you can promote and advertise your paperback sales. But Amazon's been changing that lately, because when I tried to do it, they were shutting me down. They're like, no, you can't. You can't. So I don't know if it was just bad luck on my part or whatnot, but Dale, you guys know Dale Roberts, he was he was doing that, and so that's who got me onto that. So, but I don't do any of that. Of course, I promote my paperbacks to my list now. What I do is, like, for my advanced reading team, I give them 50% off my paperbacks when they leave reviews now. So I email them out, and they get any book they want 50% off. All they have to do is leave the review on Amazon for me. So, okay, Abby, hey, how are you doing? Having issues getting my first CreateSpace cover to accept. Error states blocking issues found, acting as though it's too small. I've used templates from CreateSpace and matched them perfectly. This is exactly why I just use a designer. Like, you can get somebody to do your CreateSpace cover for $5, and then you don't have to worry about that. I have no idea how their template stuff works or anything like that. So I'm not sure. It's acting though as it's too small. But what is great, Abby, that you might want to do if you can't really get around this, is just call them on the phone. CreateSpace has some of the best customer service I've ever dealt with, so I would definitely just call them. And yeah, cover is already created by a designer. Oh, message them, send them the error message, say fix this problem. Just do that. Say this is a problem I'm getting with CreateSpace, fix it. And they'll fix it. That's what I do when I get a problem from CreateSpace for a design, because of the cover, I just copy and paste. It's like, CreateSpace said this. And they're like, and send you the new file. Just trying to upload the already designed cover. Yeah, like maybe the cover designer just got the measurements or something off wrong. So sometimes they screw up. It's all good. Hey, Melanie, new to the channel. Welcome. Would you use the same methods for fiction as nonfiction? I do mostly nonfiction, but yeah, the methods are going to be super, super similar. Like, there might be a little tweak in your keyword research that you're going to do. Nothing major, though. Once you understand it, you'll be able to adjust to it. I have my own books. I've written and published. Nice. But I want to start some new pen names using Ghostwriter, so I'm glad I found you. I'm glad you found me, too. Methods are going to be similar. The main differences are going to be the type of lead magnet you're going to give. Gunshots in Mexico. They're fireworks. It's funny. Here in Mexico, they have one firework. It's like bears. In high school, I called them bear scares, right? There's the bang. That's all you hear. Nobody does the pretty fireworks here. So, where was I? Yeah. So your type of lead magnet you're going to use for fiction is going to be different than nonfiction, right? For fiction, you'll probably end up doing like a precursor to your character or something along those lines. But then also how you email and connect with your readers will be different than nonfiction. So those two areas are going to be the main differences that you're going to find with nonfiction and fiction publishing. Other than that, they overlap in so many other areas. And those two areas are really, really, really simple to find out and get some information on anyways. So, yeah. Lady writes, great to see you here. Following Melanie's question, would you use pen names? When you use pen names, do you use just one per KDP account? Under one account, 5 pen names. Okay, so under your KDP account, like your Kindle Direct Publishing dashboard, you can use you can have as many pen names under there as you want. That's fine. Okay. When you want to build your Author Central account, you're allowed 3 pen names per email. The 2 accounts are not linked up whatsoever. So I think I have like 5 or 6 different pen names. So my authors, and they're all in one KDP account, but the Author Central, they had to be broken up into two accounts because you're only allowed 3 per one. So I just used my default email with one, and then I actually emailed KDP about this because I didn't want to break any rules. And then they're like, yeah, just use whatever email you want. They're not linked. It's fine. And then, because I wanted them to remove one pen name, and they're like, oh, just open up another account. It's faster, it's easier. I'm like, oh, man, okay. And so I just did that, opened up another Author Central account, another pen name, and just linked it all up. So hopefully that helps. Same time, I don't know if I'm wrong, but you can just have one account. Right. You can only have one KDP account per entity, as you call it, per your social insurance number, your social security number, per your business number, per your tax number. Okay? So in order to set up a second, third, fourth, fifth KDP account, you have to have another tax number. So in Canada, I'd have to open a business first, have a business tax number to open up a second KDP account. States, same thing. Pretty much anywhere it's the same thing, it's just called different things. So yeah, definitely do not open up a second KDP account under any circumstances because they will block you and you're done, you're toast. You won't be able to do anything on Amazon. I even had somebody, I think he was kind of doing some fishy stuff. He seemed like kind of a fishy individual, but he got banned from FBA and they banned him from KDP as well. So Jacob, man, I'm going to come across you here. There is an advantage. It's called diversifying your assets. Once your KDP account starts making like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 grand a month, you don't want one account. You want to start splitting that up because what happens if one account gets shut down because of some BS copyright infringement thing that anybody can file against anybody, right? Or Amazon says, hey, we're just going to shut you down because we think you're violating this. There's a lot of risk. Not only that, what if somebody tries to sue you, right? So there's a lot of different reasons to set up a separate KDP account, but for the majority of publishers, one KDP account is all you're going to need. Video. Okay. Jacob says it's all good, bud. First book went. Okay, so let's see some other here. My first book went live. I'm putting it on free promo January 1st to the 5th. Okay. I'm preparing my first AMS ads. Would you start ad ASAP on free promo or not? Okay, Abby, if you can switch your free promo date, don't do it on the 1st. Or maybe you do it on the 1st. I don't know. But the 1st, I just don't know. Like, it's the first. People are going to be like, I don't know if it's going to be a big day or not for sales and stuff like that. Second might be better, but then the first, there might be good reasons why. So your call. Just thinking out loud here. AMS, your call. You know what? I've done all of mine while my books are on paid or are paid. I haven't done them on free. I wonder how it would work. Make sure you have a paperback. Okay, here's what I would do, Abby. As long as you got a paperback book as well, start the AMS right away. Because it's going to promote your Kindle. But then people who want the paperback are just going to buy the paperback anyways. So bottom line is, your page is getting more traffic. And that's what you want. Abby, were you the newbie? No, Melanie was. I got a 3-part video series. It's a playlist on my channel that walks you through AMS and all of that, like how to set it up. I actually do that with a few of my books. So if you need any help, it's on the channel in their playlist under like AMS, Amazon ads, something like that. Hey, Lisa. I don't understand the pen names. We do actually. Do we actually? Okay, I see you can have more than one. Thanks. KDP are separate then. Yes. Lisa, are you still confused on pen names? I don't really understand what you're confused on, so just message or comment if you're still confused. Is your projected income for... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is the projected income should everything go well. Okay, let's see what other questions we got going on here. All right, no. Right, Abby. Yeah, Dave's AMS course is awesome. Hopefully you've taken that, the free AMS course. If not, there's a link in my AMS videos. The first one, I think there's a link to it, to Dave's course. Yeah, definitely. I'd say get your paperback up there right away because yeah, it's funny. I filmed a video the other day, and I was looking back at it was my 4th book, and I launched it. The first month and a half, it does $600 in ebook sales, right? And this is the time I was taking KMM, and it wasn't taught to do paperbacks right away. So at $600, November, December. So I'm like, this is a first book making me money. I'm like, yeah, feeling it. And then I'm like, why don't I have a paperback yet? Won't people want this on paperback? So what do I do? I start my paperback, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I delay it. Boom! I launched the paperback in January. Guess sales. Okay, I want you to guess in the comments. How much sales do you think I did in January for this book? January. Now it's after Christmas. Christmas rush is done. January's super slow month, right? I do 600 November, December. Ebook sales only, month and a half. What do you think my sales numbers were in January? So Kelly says, Kelly Roberts, how you doing? Where's your hubby at? Kelly says 1K. 1K. 1,200, right? Come on, give me a couple more guesses here. Let me see how many people are around here. A couple more guesses. $950. All right. Hey, for the other 15 of you just watching this, 14 of you just watching this, type in some guesses here. Come on, I can see you. 900. All right, 2 more guesses. 1201. Price is Right. Okay, 1 more guess, and I'll tell you the number. I'll tell you who's closest. Oh God, this is gonna be funny. 1 more guess. Come on. There's like 13 of you who are just watching. Life is good and Q4 was sweet. I'll go bug down. 1,100. Man, Jacob, Price is right. Okay, I actually did. Let's say Jacob's a little dyslexic. I actually did $2,100 in January from one book. A book that I did $600 on November, December. Half of November and December. $600. I'm thinking, why don't I have an ebook? Because I was just, whatever. I was following and they didn't say do a paperback right away for whatever reason. And I do $2,100 in freaking January after Christmas. I'm like furious, just furious, because I'm like, what the hell would I have done in December and November? Like probably 3 times that. So, yeah, thanks, Jacob. So, you know, it was definitely, that was kind of when I was like, all right, I got to teach people how to do this right. And that's kind of when I started thinking about the blueprint, my self-publishing blueprint. So, yeah, don't just to publish right away. Publish right away. It's worth it. You know, I don't care what other people say. Just put it on all 3 platforms right away. Ebook, paperback, audio. Don't let, I don't know how to do an ebook or CreateSpace or any of those BS excuses slide. If you can do an ebook, you can do paperback, and then you can do, it's the exact same thing. It's no harder. It's not more challenging. You just do it and make more money, right? That's yeah. So, you know, and guess how many times I didn't launch it on all platforms? How many times after that? Never again. I always had it on every single platform. You know, after that lesson, because I didn't lose the money, but I could have made so much more off that book. And that book has done great. It continues to be a strong seller. That was the book that I was talking about earlier. I have 51 or 50 reviews, no review swaps, all organic reviews. They're 3.7 star. So, Jacob, man, I got to thank you, bro. One more dollar for the super chat. I get another Starbucks coffee. So, what do you use for audio? You can go to acx.com. In fact, there's a lesson a YouTube video on mine. I wonder if it's on a playlist. Just search on my channel. Go to my channel, Melanie, and search ACX or audiobooks. And there's a video, and it will actually walk you step by step on how to set up your audiobook. Super, super easy. You're just going to do it on what's called acx.com. Follow the instructions, set it all up. If you're not from the States, you got to jump through a couple more hoops, but it's all explained in the video, and it's relatively straightforward process. And the reason you want to do all 3, right, is because some books just sell so much better on audiobooks. Some sell so much better on ebooks. And then, you know, we got our fiction publishers who just crush it on ebooks. So you want to figure out, hey, where is my readers? Where do my readers get it, right? Because think about the health niche, right? Health niche might do so much better on audiobooks. Right? Because if you're healthy, you want to be running and whatever, you're going to have your headphones on. So audiobooks might sell so much better in that niche. Whereas, like, you know, I'm thinking dog training. I'm like, but maybe they're out walking their dog and listen to a dog training book. Makes sense. And just have it on all 3 and give your customers more options to buy, right? You have to give your customers more options. This is something Grant Cardone talks about. Give your customers lots of options. The more options they have, the more you're going to make. Simple. Right? Simple. What if you only have an ebook? Your competitors are offering all 3. And they want the ebook, or they want the paperback, or they want the audiobook. They're not going to buy your book. They don't want an ebook. I will never buy an ebook. I hate ebooks. Ebooks are stupid. They make me money, but other than that, they're stupid. I don't like them. I want the physical book. Right? Audiobooks, I prefer over ebooks, right? But still, I prefer to read a book. I prefer to open it, read it, feel it, smell it, I need that tree to die for me because it's going to be knowledge. I like the cooking niche. I make so much money in this niche. Nice, £1. That's a super competitive niche. It can be super lucrative, as I guess you're figuring out. But there's so much you can do with it, right? Because you can really format your books. Like, you can just really create your own style of cookbooks because there's like the pictures and the different formatting and everything. I think you have to be a lot more creative to get into that niche. I definitely would not recommend that niche for a beginner, right? How long have you been in that niche, £1? When it comes to pen names, I think you said that you build an author page for the readers. Yes. So do you make up your profile? No question sounds silly. Yeah, you make up your own profile. Here let me just go to Amazon. What I'll do is I'll just pop the link in there. Or maybe, if I figure this out right, maybe I can just do a quick screen share and show you. I've gone through this before with on other videos. Kindle store. Okay. So okay, now I gotta find OBS. I just gotta browse. Is it window capture? Damn. Never remember on this thing. No, that ain't gonna be it. Must be window capture. No, that ain't it. Window capture. How to lose weight. All right, can you guys all see that? I'm sure you can. So this is one of my books. It was my second book or third book, one of them. Okay, and you see, I created a pen name, right? So I just I made up a profile for her, for my author, and yeah, I found a stock photo. I can't remember if I had to pay for it or not, but they're super cheap, usually like $1 or $2, super cheap. And created a photo, built a little story, a background, talked about her, blah, 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 blah. Found a picture of, we're talking about fitness, so I found like a fit girl, right? Beach, it's cool. And that's that. So that's basically all I did to, hopefully I'm back and you can see me. That's all I did. So, 6 months, but you make your own covers because covers are so important for cookbooks. Cool, yeah. I don't make my own covers because I'm not creative in the artistic way. So for me, like even thumbnails right now for my videos, like if you ever see a really good thumbnail, my wife made it. Some of the recent thumbnails, like my No BS series, I'm outsourcing now. I found somebody to make them. Some major changes coming to the YouTube channel. But yeah, some of you are creative, right? I think YS Books, or where was it? Yeah, or Susan asks, is Canva good for, like, no. Here's my answer, Susan. If you have to ask, just pay somebody $5 to make the cover yourself. Because people who know how to make covers, or they're more of the graphic designers and stuff, they'll kind of know that stuff already. They wouldn't have to, right? You'll have Photoshop, you'll have Illustrator, you'll have those programs on your computer. So just pay $5 and get it done properly. And right, because the cover's so important. Why have you make it, right? Like my covers would not look good. Like, yeah, it would just hurt sales. So, YS Books, what is your advice from fiction books? Publish fiction if you love fiction books. If you want to do fiction, jump all in and do fiction. What type of advice are you looking for? Personally, I've used Canva for 2 of my own covers when I was authoring my books. It's a free option, but it can be very, right, Jacob, he hits it right on the head. It can be very time consuming, right? That's the whole thing. It can just be a time consuming process. And I'm just all about not wasting time. Like, you want to spend your time doing the activities that actually make you money. Publishing books, learning about publishing more books and publishing books is what makes you money, not designing covers yourself. It's not going to add any more income to your flows. Okay. I'd rather spend time. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. What's the most profitable niche, Mac, if you don't... what's mine? Yeah, I do mind you telling me. Or I do mind telling you, man. Because here's what's going to happen, man. I can tell you what I do, and then, boom, everyone's just going to do it, right? Because why? It makes sense. It works, right? That's why. Why do you think all these guys killing it on Shopify, dropshipping, FBA, and all of that, right? Why don't they show you the most, like, their bread and butter? Because then everybody would do it, and it wouldn't become their bread and butter anymore, right? So that's why, But inside the self-publishing accelerator program, I do show you one of the niches that I did make a decent amount, and it still continues to bring in, a decent amount each and every month inside the self-publishing accelerator program. So, yeah. Hey, Climber Lander. Hi, I'm from Peru. I'm following your channel for 1 month. Hey, nice to meet you. And I've published a book in Spanish, and I want to know, what can I do if my book is not selling enough? Is this your very first book? And are you writing the book yourself? YS Books. I have a fiction series out. I'm having a hard time getting noticed. Okay. Publish more, but also, are you collecting emails? Are you promoting it on all, like, fiction, man? It has so many ways to promote your books, like, so many, and it's so cheap for most of it. Are you promoting it at all? What are you doing to promote your book? YS Books. Tell me that, and then let's keep talking. Okay, Climber. Yes and no. My book is my book, but I don't write it. Okay, so start writing English books, or start publishing English books, and publish them in English, and sell them on Amazon.com, and start there. Learn how publishing works first, and then go back and go after the Spanish market. You're in a market that's going to be very hard to get into. It's once you know how to publish books and you know how the whole process works, I'm sure it's easy to get into and make money, but it's a very small market. So finding success is going to be a bit more challenging if you don't know what's going on, because there's fewer eyes on there. Hopefully that makes sense. I've been using Insta Freebie and like, okay, sweet, yeah. I've heard great things. I know Carla Marie from Carla Marie Publishing does Insta Freebie, and Carla. I did an interview with Carla. You can check that out. Just look under my Ask a Pro interview series. I believe they're there. It's a playlist, and she built up an email list of like 5,000 people before she launched her book, and Insta Freebie was a big part of it. So she's definitely somebody I would make sure you're just following, and she's a free Facebook group as well. So I've been let's see, Milk Carton. Where you been, man? We've been here for an hour. Okay, £1. Are you selling more books over Christmas? My sales went up a lot this month. Best I've ever had. Yeah, that just happens at Christmas time. It happens. I haven't been paying attention too much to sales. I'm what's my bread and butter, right? My course, promoting the course and all of that stuff. The books, they do their thing. They released me from the chains of a 9 to 5. So I focus on, okay, am I selling more courses this month than last month? Am I helping more people this month over last month? I check my ebooks and paperback and Kindle sales. Like when it gets deposited in my account, I probably go on and look, okay, what did we do this month? Publishing is anywhere between $3 to $4 grand a month. It doesn't change. It doesn't like I publish one book every like month and a half ish, right? It's just it's a focus for me, but it's not the main focus. My main focus is helping people learn Kindle publishing, get better at Kindle publishing, make more from Kindle publishing, so they can buy their car and their house and support their family and travel and accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. So, but it's important that I still stay active with Kindle publishing. That's why I do. But I have a VA, my assistant. He looks after all of my Kindle publishing stuff. Like he gets the books written for me, published. He gets a cover designer and does all of that. He does the keyword research. He does everything for me. I just give the final yay or nay. Yeah. I also have a book trailer for social media like Facebook and Twitter. I have no idea how book trailers would work. I guess they would work. Why not? But, if it's your first 3 books, you got to get out there and publish more. You got to get out there, publish more, promote it more, right? You're like, hey, if I looked at how my first 3 books did, I wouldn't be here today. It was my 4th book that took off, right? It was my 4th book that really took off and changed things for me. So, okay. Find a literary agent for fiction books. Yes, that could definitely help. K. Wheeler Books. How do you find a VA to automate your publishing service? I got recommended to him. He got recommended to me because what did I do? Basically, I was going to do coaching with somebody, but they charged like $2,000. And then somebody reached out to me. He's like, hey, I'll just give it to you for $5,000. And I'm like 500. And so I went with him, and we talked and learned a bit. And, he was able to introduce me to the current assistant that I work with now. And he's just been amazing to work with. So, but you'd probably find them on Upwork, like definitely. Like that's where, virtual assistants are going to be. So, yeah. Is there a certain job title you look for on Upwork? Yeah, something assistant, publishing assistant, or online assistant or business assistant, whatever you kind of want. I wouldn't put Kindle assistant. You don't want review VAs just filling up your inbox, right? You want an actual, like, this guy doesn't do any review stuff at all, and yeah. So, what platform do you use to communicate with your VA? Skype. Yeah, we use Skype. Yeah. So you got your assistant referred to you through networking. Exactly. I'm learning from K Money Mastery. I started there too. Do you think this program will teach me? That's a two. Jacob, money. K Money Mastery is the tip of the iceberg. Were you on here for I made $600 off a book for a month and a half, and then I published the Create Space book, and I made $2,100 in a month off the same book? I was following that course. So I think there is my honest thoughts, and I love Stefan to death. Hell, I just bought one of his Boxing Day sales today, because it was, it's like something I've wanted to check out. So I bought it today. But K Money Mastery, if you have experience with publishing, yeah. I don't think it's as newbie friendly as it used to be though, because so much has changed. So, but Jacob really puts it good. It's the tip of the iceberg when it comes to teaching about Kindle publishing. It'll get you started, but my hardest thing was I didn't know how to rank my book. And if you don't know how to rank your book, you're done. Like, you're done. If you can't rank your book for your keyword, it's done. Do you know Big Luca? Not personally. He offers a course. Yeah, Self-Publishing Revolution. He claims he's the best. Big Luke claims everything's the best of his. Right? He goes, hey. Where's the baby? Oh, Bobby.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, no, of course he claims the best. Yeah, I'll allow that, Jacob. Um, uh, I claim my course is the best. Guess what? Stefan claims his course is the best. Everyone's going to claim their course is the best because it's their course. It's their baby. Like, my kid's the best kid in the world. If there's any parents on here, you're probably going to argue that your kid's the best kid in the world. Same thing, right? We're not going to get into a sea fight about this. So, no, cartoon. But you know what? I'll give it to him. His course, it did revolutionize. Maybe that's why I picked the name. From K Money Mastery to what, he took this, basically took the coaching that you would actually pay $2,000 for from K Money Mastery, took it and just made a course out of it. And, it's simplified a lot of things for less money, so you don't have to pay for $2,000 coaching. But, mine, his, whatever. Kindle publishing, it comes down to doing these things right. Finding keywords. Niches are all profitable. You just got to find keywords. C. Niches are all profitable. Okay? Once you have your keywords, get your book written or outsourced, whatever. It's all basic stuff you can get online. Okay? And then what you have to do, you have to rank your book. You need to get sales, right? So just get some VAs to buy your book, rank it, and review it. Done. Simple. Okay? That's it. Rinse and repeat this process. You will make thousands of dollars with Kindle publishing. Rinse and repeat those steps. That's it. There's a couple like pricing strategy, like increasing your price a little bit on paperbacks and stuff like that. But look, if you can find keywords, okay, get your book designed, and then rank it for your keywords, you're done. That's it. That's Kindle publishing. Simple. Three steps. Now give me a whole bunch of money, right? So it breaks it down to that. That's what all the courses teach. I say you go with the person you relate to more, right? There's no way in hell I was going to pay whatever Luke was asking for the course because I couldn't give somebody like that so much money. I was just like, oh no. Thank God you have a monthly option. Pay you for a month. That was it, right? So, but hey, it's you go with whoever you can relate to more. If you can relate with me, you're going to go with me. If you relate to Stefan, you're going to go with him. If you can relate to Luca, go with Luca, because that's who you're going to relate to. That's who you're going to want to follow, hands down, right? Like, so you're going to go with who you can relate to, But yeah, so it's all good. All right. I've listened to Stefan and Luca and to Emeka, and to me, Emeka is more in touch with KDP as we speak. Stefan is dated, Luca is close to being outdated, as you have to stay current. Right, and remember, I think Jacob mentioned this. I'm publishing books every single month or every other month. Bottom line is, I'm still publishing books. They're not. That's one of the reasons that my self-publishing blueprint has been so popular and has grown so fast, because the course has to be updated, because I'm still publishing books. In fact, like, one of the big things on my list to do in January, beginning of January, is go through the course and just re-update some stuff, because some stuff's already dated, right? Like the VA stuff, we have to make changes. Like, no one's swapping for $1 anymore. Like, that's done, right? It's like $1.50, $2, right? Because stuff is always evolving, always changing. So, where can I find VAs? Upwork or Facebook groups. So many Facebook groups. I think my best VAs came from Facebook groups. Do people actually make thousands consistently? Yes, because nobody seems to factor in book production costs and covers. I do. Do you look at my reports? Yeah, totally. Right? Like, they do. It's just all about how fast are you scaling up, right? Like, book production costs, what, $300? Right? $350 all in. Editors, I've never once paid for an editor. You use a better writing company, right? So what's the net profit? thousands. Like, there's so many six-figure publishers, so many. But here's the deal: the majority of them don't want to be in. You know how many people I've reached out to? It's like, hey man, can we chat? Making $300,000-$400 or $400,000 a year publishing. They're like, nope, I'm just not down with the whole doing my thing on YouTube. Those people just they're in it to they run their business. Like, there's one guy I speak to. What country does he live in? He lives in one of those weird, far off Eastern European countries. Nicest guy in the world. I met him through KMM. You know, makes $400,000 to $500,000 a year just publishing. He's been doing it for years. And I've reached out to him a few times to try to get him on my channel. And he's like, no man, I'm not a YouTube dude. I'm not doing your interviews. And but it's just the nicest guy in the world, and he's helped me so much. He was one of the ones that really taught me. It's like, start thinking outside of the course, start thinking outside of the box, right? And so yeah, it's, you know, people who are on the YouTube, right? They're on there for, like, why do I interview people? Promote the course. That's it. The only reason I interview people is to promote the course, right? I'm building my brand, right? Same reason Stefan did, and all of that. You know, so it's just, yeah, it's who you get surrounded with. And I've had so many people, like, and these are people reaching out to me. Like, I don't even reach out to them. Like, they reach out to me and they're like, hey, you know, I saw you on YouTube, love what you're doing. I've been doing this for, you know, years, and, you know, this is where I've built the business. And we just start chatting, and that's it. That's it, you know? So, okay. Yes, of course, people make thousands consistently. Yeah, my book costs $150 to make, $100 for VAs and reviews, so about $250. $100 for VAs, man, might be on a little on the high side. Or wait, if you do 20, so say you do, I don't know, £1. How many swaps do you do? Are you doing like 40 still or something? If you don't mind sharing. But $150 for cookbook's not bad. Or did you say you're writing the book yourself? I think you might have said that. Or no, you're doing your covers yourself. My gross revenue this month is over $4K, and you spent $135. Thank you, Jacob. There you go. Right. So, and some months I spend less than $100 publishing, but I still make, you know, $3,000. But I spend less than $100 on my publishing business, right? Where other months, you know, maybe I got a book and some other stuff, so I spent $600. So that cut into some of the profit, but, you know, those are actually some videos that I have coming out. I'm taking a look at my yearly stats and breaking them down, and I'm gonna write that down. Let me just put that down as one of my additional ideas here. Video ideas. Net profit from publishing alone. I love it. All right, fantastic. All right. My gross revenue. How do you know? How do you know which niche to get in? So you go to Amazon and start typing in, like, one, you just pick whatever niche you think you're going to have interest in. So I teach, like, write down 20, 30 of your interests and go from there, right? So, like, if fishing is your interest, you're going to go into fishing. You're going to go to the fishing niche in Kindle books or books, and you're going to start looking at keywords for you know, for that. And then you're going to start looking at what's called the bestseller rank, and you want to find books that are going to be under 100,000 BSR or less. Babe, can you shut that window, please? Thanks. So 100,000 or less, and those are typically the books you want to start looking at possibly publishing. There's a free 5-step guide. It's one of the links in the description. That'll get you all set up in the right direction. Milk carton, yeah, I know. Well, he also said fiction publishers don't make money, right? Jacob, that's cool. I'd love to know who that is. See if I could get them on the channel. If you PM me about that. Of course, if they said keep it on the lowdown, keep it on the lowdown. You don't have to tell me. I respect that. Okay. Smart Clips. Hey, how you doing? Mary John. Hi, Kindle. Hello. I pay $2 per review. I buy about 50 reviews during the 2-day free period, so it's 100. Maybe that's too much. Haven't been doing it long. Okay, the $2 is, $1.50 to $2 is okay. I wouldn't do 50 reviews, man. I do like 10 to 30, depending on what your niche is, right? I think you said cooking. Do 10 to 30. So yeah, like 50 reviews back in the day, is, all good. But now I don't think you need any more. Yeah, I know. Like honestly, does your wife abuse your dog? Yeah, my wife abuses your mom. Okay? Jesus. And pundit. I'm gonna punt you. Punt! And cool. How do you guys like that? Huh? How do you like them apples? That's how I handle the trolls. Reported. Like morons. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's funny. I was writing down my notes for my YouTube video. And I'm doing your 10 tips for beginners to get started on YouTube in 2018. And one of them was the haters. And there's 3 rules you need to know about the haters. 3 rules, right? Haters. You need them, you celebrate them, and you ignore them. Right? You need them, you celebrate them, you ignore them. Right? That's, my philosophy on haters. So I need haters because I need to know I'm pushing the envelopes. I'm pissing people off with my message because that means it's something that's compelling. So you celebrate when you get them, but then you just ignore them because they're haters. Oh, Jesus crap. I am freaking Kim Kardashian. You're going to break the internet with your face. Okay. Affiliate marketing startup costs. I don't do a ton, but you can start affiliate marketing from zero. You can really start with nothing. So my affiliate marketing expertise is, through the course and, stuff on the channel. It's very, very little. Like I don't even know if I crack $1,000 a month with affiliate marketing, but, it's one of the ways to make money online for sure with very, very little cost. When I say ignoring them, man, inside, I don't let haters get to me. It's whatever. That's what it is. So, oh, man, now, Ink. Now you done. You done, boy. Jesus. Okay. It's a tough game. No, man, it's just the internet. There's morons all over the place. £1 in Mecca. I love publishing, but I'm always worried about reviews. If Amazon closes my account, and some guys were taken to court for review swapping. Yes, they were. Now, keep in mind, the people that were taken to court had 2,000, I think 1,700 review swaps. You do that, you're going to get, obviously, you're going to get taken, right? So you can't do that. That's why I teach my students, swap your first 3 to 4 books. But you got to be aggressively building an email list. And, so then after, for books 5, 6 or so, you do not need to do any more swaps, right? I've been publishing, I'm doing a case study on one of my pen names that I did swaps for, and then another pen name that I haven't done any swaps for. And I'm going to do a case study, side-by-side comparison. The results, income, reviews, how many current reviews after how long, etc. So I think it'll be a really cool video to come out to show you just the power of building it the right way. So yeah, I definitely do not condone any of my students doing tons and tons of review swaps, because that's just, you're not building a real business, a real long-term business that way at all. So I appreciate you guys' love and support. It really does mean a lot. You know, it's the internet. Sometimes we deal with crap, but you guys are you're incredible, and that's why I keep wanting to do these videos, and that's why I'm here, hour and 20 minutes, going strong still, because you guys are still asking questions. So I want to, you know, do what I can to help make 2018 your biggest and best year ever. Of course, if you want to skyrocket your results, my self-publishing-blueprint.com is the way to do it. Let me check out these comments here. Don't fall into the mentality that you need review swaps to be successful in Kindle publishing. Love it. I wish I could like blow up that comment to make it even more important. Actually, I'm gonna do that, Jacob. I gave you the power. I got a warning email for reviewing my own book. Yeah, I got those too. And some people who have never done review swaps got those too as well. They kind of get sent out to random people. I have a couple books that make two. Right, there you go, Jacob. Couple books that only make that make him $200 to $300 a month. Only 2 to 3 reviews. Yeah. Ignore the haters, pal. You're doing well. Inspirational, Peter. Love you. Thank you. Do you publish directly through Draft to Digital? No. So I tried to publish through Draft to Digital, and my book wasn't. They said no because of pictures and different things. They so yeah. So I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna publish another pen name through them. I'm just waiting for the KDP Select program to finish renewing. But yeah, so Kelly, I agree. Top selling book this month was over 2K with 2 reviews. Kelly, freaking two reviews, $2,000. That's awesome. That is so cool, right? Yeah, reviews are 14, 15, 16, right? 2014, 15, 16 things. They're not as important anymore. They're more, I use them for social proof. That's why when I email my list to review my book, I don't care if they're verified or not. I just want reviews. Verified or unverified from my email list. I don't care. Because I want social proof. Because people are buying my books based on social proof. Okay. So how much do you make per year if you don't mind? Yeah, for sure. Like this year. Okay, this year alone, I think from publishing alone, I'll do about 30 grand. I'm not 100% sure. I wrote down the stats somewhere. I got some videos that are going to be breaking down all my yearly stats and everything. But I do monthly income reports every single month. So you can just, on my channel, monthly income reports. You can check them out and keep up to date with me every month. But I think just off publishing alone, it was like 30 grand-ish, roughly, maybe. Somewhere around there. I got scammed off loads of ebooks that don't really work. Serious question, is your whole Kindle thing a scam? Your projected income? My income is on the low side, man, because I don't publish a ton of books. So like you think, I did about, like I know off CreateSpace alone, just off KDP, or just off CreateSpace, that platform, I did just over $21,000. If you follow me on Instagram, I think I actually posted one of my, let me see if I can find it here, and I'll try to hold it up to the camera so you can see it. I posted, right, okay. Holy key. Okay. You can see that? So that's just off of my CreateSpace. Okay? So 3,800 units, 18,700 US, and then you see the pounds and the euros. So that's just off of CreateSpace. That doesn't include Ingram Sparks and KDP ebooks and all of that. But that's for the year. My income is small compared to what some publishers are making. But I publish a book every month and a bit. I don't publish a ton. So, you know, but you believe me or not believe me, it's all good. But Kindle is not a scam, man. It's like saying the internet's a scam. I like the idea of email lists, but books really need to be high quality for people to subscribe, right? Yeah, don't publish crap. So £1, I think you're the cookbook one. Just make sure your cookbooks kick ass. Build a brand around your cookbooks. Make them unique. right? That's building a brand, making your books unique is what we talk about inside the Self-Publishing Accelerator program. It's a group monthly group coaching program. We talk about how to make your books unique, right? So they stand out. So when people are reading your books or looking through your cookbooks, for example, I think we were talking about, they're like unique. You have a unique message to them. You have a unique way you're doing your recipes, unique pictures, and they follow a similar format. That's what gets people tied into them. Okay. Garth, or still through Kindle directly. Oh, yes, no. So yeah, just through KDP, CreateSpace, and Ingram Sparks. Jacob, businessman. He's talking about all his income streams combined. Oh, he's talking about. Oh, all my income streams combined, I think we'll end at around just around 60 grand US this year, somewhere around there. So once again, not a ton, but hey, last year I made like 2 grand passive income. This year I made like 60 grand passive income, somewhere around there. So not a bad pay raise. Does that include drug dealing? How did you find Draft to Digital? How did you find Draft to Digital? Actually, through Dale Roberts. Dale Roberts. We did a couple interviews and chats, and I kind of found it through him. And I interviewed Kevin Tumlinson. He's the marketing director for Draft to Digital. That's in my interview playlist as well. And we talked all about Draft to Digital and how it's different and how to get started and the pluses and everything. And now Draft to Digital will actually take your book and publish it on. They'll publish it on Amazon for you as well. So lots of benefits there. Susan, many books I've seen 100. Can we compete with just... So some of those books, right, keep in mind, they might have been upgraded. So you start with a 50-page book, right? Once it's profited, reinvest in that book. That's one thing that I do with a lot of my books. Once the book's profited, then I'll throw another $100 and add more content to it. And you can do that three, four times to increase the book. Or find a reason why, if you're competing with 150, 250-page books, okay, why is yours smaller? Maybe yours is going to be like, maybe they're doing like a big thing, but maybe yours is like, so say it's like, what's an example here? Okay, like green smoothie recipes, right? Say it's 365 green smoothie recipes, 150 pages, right? You got to find a way, okay, how can I do green smoothie recipes, but down 50 pages that's going to what's the reason somebody's going to buy your book versus theirs? So you have to think about it from a marketing standpoint to find out why is your book going to be a bit different, besides just pricing it less. £1, I love Ingram Spark. I have one book that was doing, it did $600 its second month on Ingram Sparks. I published it halfway through October. They did about 200 and something. November, it did $600. I got a video coming out on that. $600, just one book from Ingram Spark. Fell in love with it right away. Had my assistant throw every other paperback book I had up on Ingram Spark. I'm grateful to hear everything you've been sharing. It's nice to find people who are real, like you and Dale. Yeah, I'm just trying to publish and change my life. Okay, making that first $1,000 changed my life. I knew after that I'm going to help other people do it as well. So that's why I came out with my self-publishing blueprint. And I just want to help other people just get that first 1,000 so they can go off and kind of do their thing. But once you get that first 1,000, so much can change for you. How much should you use to? How much money should you use to publish your book? A book, $200 to $300. $200 to $300 when you're starting off. Okay, Jacob, I hope you're not going overboard, man. Not deleting good messages. But appreciate what you're doing, bro. Okay, Blueprint monthly. No, I won't do monthly. It's like if people have a hard time coming up with $197 for my course. Well, how are you going to publish a book, right? I got something that's going to help people who have like next to nothing to get going. I got something coming out for them that's going to help. But yeah, I won't ever do monthly. Not for my low end ticket price items. That's just no. It's talking about you projecting. Oh, projected income. That's for next year. That hasn't happened yet. So are you exclusively on Amazon? No, because Ingram Spark has me on other platforms as well. I'm also on Google Play, but I don't know what my books are. I haven't checked that since my assistant got me set up on that, so I have no idea. Can you get the Harry Potter books on? Okay, so Harry Potter I wouldn't touch because J.K. Rowling has straight up sued fans. So I wouldn't touch Harry Potter with a freaking 10-foot pole. Bad idea. Bad idea. She's sued fans, taken them to court. So I would not deal with them here. Let me just block that guy, dude. Oh, unblocked. All right, good to go. So, yeah, no, Harry Potter is kind of an off limits type of thing for books. All right, Sparks didn't work for me. 0 sales. Okay, try adjusting your price, playing around with different things, increase your wholesale discount to 50%. Stores like Costco. Was Walmart one? No, Costco. Costco was the only one I heard the guy tell me some other ones. They won't do wholesale on your books unless you give a 50% discount minimum. So, so that way they'll show up on the website when Costco's ordering books. Your books will start showing up if you offer a high enough wholesale discount. Do you recommend hiring a ghostwriter or write your book yourself? Hire a ghostwriter if you're looking to make money. Write the book yourself if you're trying to get your message across. Melanie says, when you say 200 to 300 bucks, would you do the same for fiction? That's a really good question. No, fiction you have to do a longer book. I don't know if the cost of fiction books is cheaper. Maybe it is. It might be a little cheaper to write a story than to do a how-to nonfiction type of book. You'd have to do some research on that. I haven't actually, like the writing company that we use inside my self-publishing blueprint, I haven't looked to see what the cost of a fiction book would be. Maybe Jacob, do you know the cost of is the writing company we use? Is it cheaper for fiction than nonfiction? I'm not sure. Sorry, Melanie. I wrote 2 books, but no sales. Write more books, rank your books better, get some more reviews. For packed movies. Studio 10. Can you change? Yes, you can change your keywords. Keywords are changing, right? Keywords change as cycles change. So pay attention to your keywords. I've added in keywords. I've removed keywords. That does affect how your book does. It's usually never the mother keyword, the main keyword, but all the other keywords, yeah, definitely. They will change, right? Trends change and things like that. So definitely, right? I didn't know Costco bought the books too. Yes, they buy them from Ingram Spark. That's one of the ways they buy them books. Barnes & Noble and everything. I wrote 2 books, but no sales. Amazon. My cousin is 14, wrote her first novel and is damn good. And what should be done for marketing and all. So that's exactly right. So you got to rank the book for its keyword. You got to get the book in front of the audience. These are all the things that you need to do to sell the book. Are you relying on donations? Only if you want to give me donations. I'll just buy coffee with it. I think no difference in price with X writing company. Okay, cool. Yeah, and the lady Katrina confirms that. It's not cheaper for fiction. So, Katrina, how much does it cost for like a 30,000 word book typically, on average? Does MailChimp do the same thing as Lead Pages and Aweber? The latter two quite expensive. Okay, Aweber is $20 a month, so it's not that much at all. Lead Pages is very expensive. MailChimp, it does, but it's limited, and I don't think it looks nice at all. Whenever somebody's using MailChimp, I just think it just looks kind of Mickey Mouse-ish and unprofessional. But that's my opinion. So I teach my students, okay, use MailChimp if you don't have an extra $20 a month, but then switch over to Aweber as soon as you can. Aweber, you can do way nicer landing pages and sign-up forms and all of that. I don't use Lead Pages just because I think it's a ripoff, but I also have ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels makes amazing, just like Lead Pages. ClickFunnels, $100 a month. Rebecca, do you know about CreateSpace pricing? Yes. Some books are priced at $49.99, but Amazon reduces it to $6.50 price and discounted like 80%. Gives big royalty. So yeah, there's Amazon. That's the reason somebody we were talking about got one of the reasons they lost their account. If you're doing that to Amazon, one, they'll just withhold your royalties once they see it, right? You know, somebody was telling me, a publisher, that's essentially what he was doing, and then he was like, say he was owed like 28 grand, right, for what he made. In fact, you can see dashboards somewhere. He made big money. And then Amazon said, hey, wait a minute, there's some price fluctuations. We're not going to pay you 12 grand. We're holding that because you were playing with the price and that's not allowed. And he even got a lawyer, tried to sue them, and the lawyer's like, okay, yeah, so we technically can sue them, but then Amazon's just going to close your account and you're just going to lose the war. You'll win the battle, but you'll lose the war. And so he lost the 12 grand and lost it. He didn't have it. But yeah, so I would not do that. You know, just because you see it with one person doing it, you know, but then there might be legit reasons why some people are doing that, right? Maybe it is a discounted thing, but hey, I do some experimenting, and I'm with Jacob on that. I won't go more than a 60%, right? I like staying under the radar when it comes to Amazon. I don't want them knowing who I am, right? Stay low key, because you just, yeah. Got free socks from MailChimp. Well, then that solves it all. 30K fiction, good quality, can be as much as 300 on the very low end, right? So the very low end. So that's not bad. MailerLite, don't know, haven't used them. How do you know it's a reasonable amount? All right, Jacob talks about that. Why my 2 books are not having a single sale? I listed them for free as well as for the next 2 days. Is the niche that only people interested in international alcoholics read? Well, yeah, you could be in a niche nobody cares about, or your books just might not be ranked properly. Your cover might suck. Your keywords might not be ranking properly. You might have no reviews. There's 100 reasons why you might not be getting any sales. Download my free guide. Link description. It's a free guide. It's a 5-step blueprint that will get you started and kind of give you a bit more insight on how to get going. But there's so many reasons why your book might not be selling well yet. And remember, your first few books are usually not the best. Unbucked Warehouse. Hello, just finished my first book, 88,000 words. Nice. Did you write that yourself? I've personally done some experience at high speed. Right. Should I put my books in Kindle Unlimited? Yeah, when you're brand new, just use Kindle Unlimited. Because one, you're probably going to be doing, if you're following my program, you're going to be doing like a paid promotion, free promotion. So you're going to need Kindle Unlimited for that. My latest books I have not put in Kindle Unlimited just because I want more money now. Because I'm not getting a ton of I don't get a ton of page reaches, right? Like if you're not getting 10,000 page reaches a day, Kindle Unlimited, it's just not worth it. So you can tell I've been talking for a while. Voice starting to go. Cold. So But now when I launch a book, I have an email list. So the last thing I want to do is give Amazon a bigger piece of the pie. So my books do not go in Kindle Unlimited. So I just make actual sales, get paid as much as I can off the royalties, and that's that. But I have an email list for that niche, so that's why I do it. The other ones, well, the other ones, I'm just, I haven't launched the new niche since like the, spring. So, cool. Let me just see if any other questions came in. Okay, so, all right. We're halfway done with the audiobook. Amazing voice actor. Good for you, Unbox. That is exciting. Is that going to be your first, I think you said your first book? Yeah. Super exciting. Super exciting. All right. If there's any other questions, go ahead. Hit them up in the chat box. And I know we've been going for almost 2 hours strong. You guys have been incredible. Hey, I said I wanted to bring it on this live stream, so I wanted to make sure we brought it. So hopefully you've been enjoying this. If you have been, please hit that thumbs up. Everybody, hit the thumbs up right now. That would be phenomenal. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of thumbs up emojis here. Oh, my emoji button's not working. It's all good. Okay, Mecca. So if a book has a base price of $6.50, is it okay to increase the price to $19.99? Don't go more than 60%, as Jacob pointed out. Look, when I price my books, I'll price them at something. Once it's making a few sales, I'll increase it a little bit. If Amazon discounts it, great. I'll increase it a little bit more to keep it at the thing and everything. But like I said, I don't play with fire. I don't want Amazon to know who I am. That's basically how I want to be a ghost as far as Amazon's concerned. I don't want them knowing that I'm echo-sizing around. Okay? Would you ever teach Facebook ads? Maybe. I've learned a lot over that. Put my assistant through a course on them so he could learn a lot as well. And, playing around with them. So it could be something in 2018 that we get into a little bit for sure. I am going to diversify topics on the channel quite a bit. And, as I just kind of expand and grow the business and grow the brand and find other ways to help people here online. How long does it usually take to get the audiobook done and published from start to finish? Ooh, depends on your narrator. Just thinking for mine, I'd say a couple weeks. It's a slower process. It's the slowest process out of the three. How's that? The slowest process out of the three. Do you promote books or websites or blogs? What do you mean? What do you mean? Do I promote like personally, or what do you mean? Pack movies. Been doing about 3 chapters a week, and the book's 27 chapters. Good for you. Hey, writing a book is tough work. Writing a book is tough work for sure. So good for you for getting that done. Let me just check how we're doing here. Okay, audiobook. Cassidy. All right, make sure you be typing all your questions in the comments. And, if there's unanswered questions, like what's the one thing that you can't get figured out with Kindle Publishing? What is that right now? Type it in the question box or the comment box, the chat box. What is the one thing you want to get figured out that if you could figure this out, everything would change for you? How long should an ebook be? Minimum 8,000. You should strive for 10. 12K is ideal. Words. Your lead magnet should be about 4,000 to 5,000 words. Should you avoid contacting Amazon, or I'm worried? I know it won't expose your account. I've called CreateSpace so many times. They're amazing help. I email Amazon to link all my books, but that's about it. Who does your covers? I use a freelancer on Upwork that I found to do all my covers. So some niches are more profitable than others. Yeah, of course, definitely, 100%. I mean, if someone wants to promote something through your channel, someone wants to promote something like, I'll promote anything if it's going to help build my brand. Is my book too long to be 6? Oh God, no. No. You're in fiction, so fiction's completely different, right? I was pretty sure you're in fiction. So fiction is different. You need a longer book, right? Majority of my publishers are nonfiction, so we typically are doing under 30,000 word books, typically. But no, you'll be good to go. Hey, don't forget, those of you who have not signed up for whatever crazy reason, actually, why don't you tell me, why have you not signed up for my self-publishing blueprint yet? Okay, we got the year-end sale going on right now. You get a free month of the self-publishing Accelerator program, which is my group monthly membership coaching program. And you get a free month of that. So I get to work with you by email. You get access to the webinars and all of that. Why haven't you signed up for my self-publishing blueprint yet? Comment. You want the audiobook for free? I'm not a fiction writer or reader. I'm not, so I just don't need it. But I appreciate you offering it to me. Mecca, you are awesome. Acme Movies. Oh, you already signed up. Who are you? What's your actual name? Sign up. Sign up. Talk is cheap. 2018 can be the year of your life if you choose it. You know, I made the biggest difference in this time last year in 2017. I got serious, got down and dirty, and made 2017 the best year of our life. Jesus. Is this real? Why is it red? God. You've changed. I want your act towards one day quitting my job and opening up the path. Man, Jacob. Jeez, man. You don't need to be doing that. No, I got a whole bunch of coffees coming. Bro, man, that's amazing. Thank you so much. That's so cool. That's so cool. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I really do. Yes. Does anyone actually order their books? I did order it, but this. So £1. Where are you at? Where are you at? You're probably out of the States. When I order them, I've ordered them. So I'm a little different because I'm close to the States. So both in Canada, like in Vancouver, we just drive across the border to grab it. Send me money, milk carton, and you get the red effect. I think you have to send a decent amount of money because, or maybe not. Maybe it's all just, yeah. The $1 was blue. The 100 was red. And, but yeah, that's awesome. And then in Mexico, we have an address just over in Texas, and then a company brings in whatever we order. So I just pay for the U.S. shipping. I always just do the cheapest shipping when I order a book from CreateSpace. It takes a little longer, but yeah. So I order every single one of my books for my main niche because I actually frame them and put them up on the wall. Yes, my books are that important to me. I frame them and put them up on the wall. Yes, my covers look that nice. That my wife allows it. Yeah, but just sort of the cheapest shipping, and of course, never do the when you're previewing your books. Don't do the. I don't order the actual book. I just look at the preview on the PDF. Okay, Abby asks, ranking with proper keywords. I'm deep in it right now, so using KDP Rocket to make a master list of keywords for my fantasy novel. What's the most important factor you look at in KDP Rocket? Abby, great question. I love KDP Rocket. Kind of wish I took it more seriously back when I started. I use it primarily for AMS ads. I haven't used all the features. I'm actually going to be doing another interview. I interviewed Dave Chesson in August, and we're going to sit down after the new year. I think he said January or February. I can't remember, but coming up within the first 2 months of the year, we're going to sit down and he's actually going to show me a complete walkthrough of KDP Rocket. I'm going to go through his free course one more time, and we're going to go, because I emailed him or messaged him on Facebook. I was like, man, I love KDP Rocket, but I don't feel like I'm getting the most out of it yet. Can you help me? And so, milk carton, exactly, right? So he's going to walk me through it, but I use it for my AMS ads, and it's amazing. So hopefully, Abby, that helps. Milk carton, I'd say, one, just use it to find more keywords, because when you're doing AMS ads, you can target keywords of actual books, so titles of books, but then also the author names, right? So I target all my competitors' names in my niche, so that when my books show up, or when someone is looking at their books, all of a sudden my books are showing up on their author page. That's, so if you need help with it, go through his free course again and go through it. Yeah, that will help. So cool. All right. Why don't are there more questions? I'll go for 10 more minutes. I'll go for 10 more minutes if there are some more questions that we can go through just to hit the 2-hour mark. But if not, we can just cut it. So I know there's quite a few of you still watching. What are the dying questions that you want to know with Kindle publishing? What are they? We've covered a lot. We've covered ranking your books. We've covered reviews. We've done a bit about emails. We've covered a lot about keywords. What else do you want to know about Kindle publishing? And of course, if you're watching the replay, comments. Just hit us up in the comments, and I'll be sure to make sure we get your questions answered. Have you done KDP Paperback yet? No, I haven't, Kelly. I have one book on KDP Paperback. I haven't. So I just don't fully see the value in it yet until CreateSpace eventually. I'm sure it's going to die off and disappear, but until that day, I'm going to stay strong with CreateSpace. Digital ebooks. What's your strategy for foreign markets? Get really good with the U.S. market first, and then start basically just do what you've done with the U.S. market in the foreign market. That'd be my strategy. I don't touch the foreign markets. The UK and Europe, their Amazon stores. No, I don't really have a strategy for it. How do you decide on fiction or nonfiction? Go with whatever interests you more, Lisa. If you like fiction, go with fiction. If you more interested in nonfiction, just go with nonfiction. Both work. Both are very profitable. Just go with the one that kind of interests you the most, and then run with it. As a new author, how long would you stay exclusive and then go wide? As a new author, how long would you stay exclusive and then go wide? A little bit more details. Could you kind of let's dive into that a little bit more, because I kind of like where you're going. I just want to get a little bit clearer in your question, please. Is Kindle Spy worth it? Yes, I think it is. For the price of, I think if you use my link, it's like $47, $50-ish. For that price, yeah, totally worth it. It just speeds things up. I know some people are getting more dollars in the EU market as opposed to the US market. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what the I make most of my money in the US side. That's all I can say. There's loads of books with the orange bestsellers stickers in obscure niches unrelated to the book. Is this intentional by the author to get? Yes, it is, and Amazon does punish you for that when they find out. So don't do it. It's like having a dog training book and you're a bestseller in like kitchen products, right? Now, of course, sometimes you have to look obscure, because somebody sent me a message and it was like a book on like, what was it? It was a fiction book, and it was something on like romance, Army something, and it was like bestseller in like military books. Makes sense because it was a romance army type of book. So sometimes it's legit, but that was kind of an old tactic that people used to do. But no. Do they change the Kindle to create space? Do they change the Kindle? No, you can email. You can have your book in 10 categories. You just got to email KDP. Just got a question emailed in. Okay, like when launching to get a new audience using Kindle Unlimited. Yeah, okay, cool. So I would, where's your question, original one? Yeah, I'd say exclusive with Kindle Unlimited. New publishers definitely want to stay exclusive for sure because it's just easier. And then once you've published, I don't know, once you have an email list built and you've got a good standing, then you can kind of branch off in other avenues. Jacob, I haven't been published for it yet. Wrote a book about fidget spinners, categorize it as a wooden toy, but fidget spinners are usually plastic. But like, I don't know, man, but Jacob, that could still work because I've seen a wooden. I'm sure people have made a wooden fidget spinner like that. I don't like that. It's still a toy though. Like, so that's still good. Putting a fidget spinner in like, romance that would be wrong. But there's probably like the Billionaire Playboy Fidget Spinner Hot and Steamy book, so then going into other stores. Yeah, I'd stick with Kindle Unlimited, then branch out. Would be my guess. One of my competitors posted 10 one-star reviews of my books. Nothing I can know. God, no. Amazon will not remove any. I have a book. I have a one-star review of my book, and it's like talking about like some other weird product with like buttons and stuff like that. And Amazon refused to remove it because they're like, oh, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm like, yeah, but this is like a wrong product. Like, what book? My legit answer was like, what book do you know has buttons on it? And they're like, this conversation is closed. So, Amazon's stupid. Just use them like you use whatever. We're not going to go there. Okay, I'm going to read this question. But 4 years ago, I published a couple books on Amazon. I got a bad review on one of them, and that killed my spirit. At any rate, I know a lot about how to write and upload a book. What I don't know is how to market a book. So, okay. So this question is really, I just got to email them back. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Sorry. So, yeah, £1. Unfortunately, things like that happen. Nothing you can really do about it. I even saw just some people do that. I just don't worry about it. Just get more good reviews out, and that's the power of having your list, right? Because when I get negative reviews, I just email my list. Maybe I'll set up a contest, say, hey, everyone who leaves a review, you get the book 50% off, 75% off. I don't know. How bad do you want your reviews? I've given away my books for free for reviews. So just how bad do you want it? Okay, 2 more minutes. We'll go 2 more minutes here, folks. Let's hammer off. What's some burning questions? What's burning questions? More people are joining, so how you doing? Say hi in the chat. Say hi in the comment box if you're watching the replay. We've been going almost 2 hours strong. What else do you need to know about Kindle publishing? This is going to be like what a great way to end 2017 talking about Kindle publishing and how to get started, the struggles, the triumphs, the successes of it. And, with a 2 hour, I thought of this like 2 hours before I sent out the email. And this is exciting. And crush the con. I love that. So when you get bad reviews, happened to me too. Then I made a bundle and crushed the competition completely. Love it. Love it. In fact, I did a video on it, the best way to handle reviews, negative reviews. And I talked about it. Just email out your list, do a contest, get a whole bunch of positive reviews. But then also I've had people, if you look or on my books, there's a negative review, and then there's like a show more. You could see somebody actually commented and called out that person's BS on the review. It was like, actually, this book has all of that. It's very well written. There's no spelling mistakes, and you shouldn't be talking because look at all the English errors in your, in your review. Don't listen to this person at all. Like, I read that, and it was just like it was the coolest thing I've ever read. So some say positive message to all of us to finish this awesome. Some say positive message to all of us to finish this awesome and cool session. RKG, that's not making sense. Have I been going too long and the words are just getting all jumbled? All right, how often do you publish under each pen name? So one pen name I haven't touched since like May. Still makes a couple $100 a month. And then my other main pen name, I publish like once every month and a half really. So yeah, right? Because I use one writer, I use a freelancer, and we had a plan. We published 2 books in October, November-ish. We published about 2. Yeah, because we wanted 2 before Black Friday. And then 1 we tried to get out before Christmas, but just ran into some things, and we weren't able to get that done. So that'll come out in the new year. But it's all good. It's all good. Right? All right, look at that 2-hour start. You guys are amazing. Who here has been here since the beginning? Comment. Say me if you've been here since the beginning. This is the longest live stream I've ever done. And, hey, hopefully, and hey, if you're finding this valuable, thumbs up. I'd appreciate seeing those. I'm going to check how many thumbs up we have afterwards. But I appreciate seeing these thumbs up. Abby, awesome. Appreciate that. Susan, fantastic. RKG, love it. You guys are amazing. Amazing digital ebooks. Fantastic. Ray, thank you so much for your input and answers. So glad I found you. You're awesome. So pumped. I think 2018 could be the greatest year of your guys' lives. Right? It can be incredible if you really commit to getting down and dirty and just making that change. So why don't we wrap up? Like I said, download the free guide, 5-step blueprint. It's in the description. More importantly, if you're not a member of my self-publishing blueprint, you have until January 1st, January 1st to sign up, and you get a month of free group coaching with myself. And I will help you get off to the best possible start you can. And make sure if you sign up or if you get my free guide, you'll go onto my email list. I'm going to be doing some goal setting stuff over the next couple of weeks to help you get off to the absolute best year ever. Look at that, Abby. Pretty excited. Just looked at my dashboard. First sale ever. Congratulations, Abby. Let me see if I can do some cool. My emoji thing gonna work? My emoji thing's not working. Oh, there it is. All right. That is so cool. I need to upgrade my computer, I think. I'm using too much. Sorry, Abby, I'm trying to give you congratulations, but it's all good. But hey, all of you, thank you so much for watching. If you made it through the 2 hours and you're watching the replay, really, really appreciate that. And until next time, everybody, you know how to contact me. Facebook, Instagram, all those links are down below. And when will the next live stream be? Not sure yet. Probably first week within the year. We'll definitely get going. And yeah, let's get out there and let's publish some books and be safe. Be safe bringing in the new year, but have fun. So till next time, everyone, we'll speak to y'all soon. Take care.